I grew up in the U.S., but my parents and I would visit my grandparents every year in India. And my grandparents always had a tradition that if it was someone's birthday in the family, in addition to celebrating at home, we also had to go to the local orphanage and celebrate our birthdays with the kids.
I love that.
It was
I
really
absolutely
amazing.
love that.
Absolutely amazing. And so it was very normal for me to go there every year and give gifts to the kids and feed them and read to them. But it was really when I was 9 that I actually was able to form connections with these kids and understand everything on a deeper level. So there was this girl there who was the same age that I was. And she was being teased by other girls at the orphanage because she didn't know her birthday and she didn't know her last name. And for me as a 9-year-old, that was very shocking. And when I asked her, why is it that, you don't know your birthday? She said to me, because my parents abandoned me on the side of the road as a baby. And I never grew up to know them, and I don't know much about myself. And it was, placing myself in her shoes.
Sure.
And really understanding what their lives meant of not being able to go to school, not being able to go to a doctor if they got sick, not having parents or anybody to love or be loved by. That I knew at that moment that I had to take action for these kids, and I had to do something to help them. So that's when I went back to the US and I had my whole garage sale where I sold my toys. I got all of my friends to give me their toys too. So I sold all of theirs.
How'd they feel about that?
I don't know how their parents felt about it. But
well, you didn't care. You were trying to make some money for those kids.
yeah, absolutely.
I love it. Tell me about Empower Orphans.
Yeah, so the goal of Empower Orphans is to provide vulnerable kids with a proper education and proper health care. So, it really expanded from helping these orphan kids to helping vulnerable kids, abused children. And we do work in India and we do work in the US, now like Haiti, Central and South America. But in terms of education, what we do is we try to give these kids access to libraries, computer labs, education fees. But what I think is the most effective is giving these kids and young women tangible skills that they can use and implement immediately.